What is a midly inconvenient thing that annoys the hell out of you? When I drop something small onto the floor and have to pick it up, I've completely turned into my father. I usually roll my eyes, sigh as I bend down to pick it up, and then growl angrily when it takes a couple of tries to actually pick it up. When a motion sensor sink turns off before I'm done with it. Washing your face in the bathroom sink and the water trickling down your arms towards your elbows. Charging your phone and sleeping, then find out that it wasn't charging overnight and it's about to die. Getting wired earphones caught on a handle and having them ripped out of your head. I instantly rage. Please remove item from the basket. Please add item to the basket. Please wait for assistance. Having to wait 3 extra seconds for YouTube ads every time I want to watch a 30-second video. Leaving something in the other room and remember I need it after I sit down. Getting in the wrong, slowest checkout line. Slow walkers and people who stop walking in the middle of a crowded area and don't move despite people being behind them. Head to a wall or seat and check your phone there. Don't just stop walking in the middle of a crowd. FFS accepting cookies all the time, constantly having to click sign-ups and newsletters away. Why? We live in a time where you can find the information you want all over the same articles the specific website has copied. Why bother me with you annoying cookies? People who listen to things in public areas without headphones. Please, I do not want to hear whatever shitty TikTok you're watching. Getting home from the store and realizing I forgot one thing I need. Probably the thing I went to the store for in the first place. Someone pulling out in front of me and then driving slower than me. People acting offended when I ask them to use headphones when they're watching their YOWHATTUPITSYOURBOOIII type videos on their phone in a lobby or a bathroom or restaurant or anywhere else where I have to sit when ketchup and other sauce gets rock hard around where sauce comes out the bottle. I have to make sure it's clean after I use it every time. Sign up requirements for websites to get access to the most basic things. Having nasal congestion in one side of my nose and not the other. People who are so polite that they are rude. If we come to a four-way stop, take your fucking right of way and quit waving at me, you prick. Everyone is waiting now. Because you fancy yourself a nice guy being asked to do something I'm already doing. Getting a pocket stuck on a door handle. Both instant rage when someone tries to talk to you when you're in another part of the house and there's not a chance in hell you can make out what they are saying, so you have to scream, "I can't hear you," at which point they proceed to repeat themselves at the exact same volume and you're expected to suddenly be able to hear it. Usually by this point you're the one that has to stop whatever you're doing to go find them to ask WTF they are saying. Fucking wind. Trying to turn left on a green left arrow in a line of cars. And one of the cars in front of you isn't paying attention. They get through the light but you get stuck. Never a good place to hand my purse in a bathroom stall. Having to slow down because the person who threw themselves into traffic didn't get up to speed in time. Adds like 1/10 of a second to the trip, but it's so frustrating. Trying to get a new roll of toilet paper started. My next door neighbor parks his vehicle 50% in my frontage on the property line, on street. We do not have street parking. Our streets are for traversing, not parking, and he could park in front of his own house, but he wants me to have to stare at his POS every day. He has a driveway and a garage, but his garage is cluttered with shit and he rarely parks in the driveway, but he can do it. Irritates me every day of my life. Also, his kid is a shithead. TSA security and removing shoes. One guy 15 years ago tried to light his shoe on fire and now everyone has to get undressed while lugging heavy bags, then get dressed again 40 seconds later. Unless security decides you don't need to remove shoes because the line is too long. Had that happen a few times. People walking in through the exit doors at stores. It messes up flow. I'm not sure what my neighbor is doing, but every time he leaves his apartment it takes him several minutes to close the door. I can hear him slam the door behind him, reopen the door, slam it again, and repeats several times with intermittent shaking like he's trying to dislodge the handle. It sounds like he's getting in a fight with his front door and losing having to make a phone call. People who come to almost a complete stop when turning while driving. I realize you have to slow down, but you don't have to get below walking speed. When people are at the supermarket and they leave their cart on one side and then stand on the other side pondering which of the 57 types of ketchup to buy. I just want to get by you, move. Also, when there are two doors to a business and the business locks one, forcing everyone to go in and out of the same door. Or when both doors are unlocked but the person coming the other way doesn't even try the other door and tries to come through as I am going through. Or groups of people on the sidewalk and they all walk shoulder to shoulder and you are coming the opposite way and none of them drop behind to let you by. Or just people in general. Yeah, let's just go with people. The water that pools in the bottom of glasses, bowls etc. after the dishwasher is done. When I'm on Reddit and my finger accidentally taps the top of the screen on my iPad, which suddenly causes the page to scroll all the way up to the top, then I have to see everything I already looked at again, lol. When the traffic light finally turns green, and the person in front of you just sits there, not moving. When I go to a restaurant site and have to hunt down the menu. Dude, I promise no one cares about your origin story. I'll wanna see what food you have. What restaurants are for people that chew loud and or with their mouth open. To the goggle with you all running an errand twice. Either they don't have the item you're looking for or it's not the right one. Maybe the store is closed and they'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm ready to mark this errand as done and now I have to come back again to complete it. Drives me nuts when I'm trying to get something done and my coat or sweater gets caught on a door handle or drawer or something. Makes me want to murder. When doing laundry, your clothes are inside out and you have to fix them. Got a new car and my favorite coffee mug is too big for the cup holder. Confused face. People using the shutter noise on their phone camera. Keypad noises on phones in general. Not being able to find a certain video or picking your camera roll. When I get comfortable in bed and then lose the TV remote. So I have get up and shake the blanket to find it. Finally getting comfortable and then being asked to do something. Working at my remote job, I'm in the middle of a focus-intensive task. And all of a sudden a random Teams message pops up and interrupts my focus. Forgetting what I was in a room for. Unskippable mid-vid ads in YouTube and in, other YouTube-like sites. Needing to go to the toilet after having a shower bath. Plastic clamshell packaging. Anything that needs a special tool to open is a major pain in the butt. Plus the excessive plastic waste generated is a big issue that is going to come around and bite us. When people leave time on the microwave and I'm always thinking, it's 0:23 o'clock? That's not even a thing. Grrrrrrrr. My socks sliding down my heel and not conforming to my skin as if they are one for the entire time it is on. When people talk while facing away from you so it's really hard to hear what they're saying. Every single company using your email address for marketing. I just want to buy socks. I don't want a relationship with you. You have a sale every major holiday and every other Tuesday. I know where to find you. Signed, my 7,833 unread emails. Toilet paper roll loaded underhand. Using FaceTime when a voice call would work just as well. This isn't something exact, but when I encounter something that should be much better considering the current technology. Not saying everything needs to be done with technology, but some things definitely should. People who leave their cart in the middle of the aisle at the grocery store. People who go through the drive-thru and order for the whole office. Like a Dunkin' Donuts. The person that orders 5 coffees, 4 breakfast sandwiches, and a box of donuts. If you're ordering that big, park and go inside and be considerate to the other 15 people in line who just want a cup of coffee. My son's school has about 50 feet of space in the parking lot to drive up, park, let the kids out, get back in your car and go. 50 feet can fit about 4 or 5 cars if you pull all the way up. Every morning, one asshole parks right in front of the door to let her kid out, so only 2-3 cars can fit in the lot now. She's not doing this because she's injured or disabled, nor is her kid. She's doing it because she's inconsiderate and a self-centered dick. She can't be bothered to drive and then walk the extra 20 feet. If I'm stuck behind her, it only adds like 3 minutes to drop off time, so it's mildly inconvenient at best. But Jesus Christ, this woman makes me want to pull my fucking hair out. And I'm not alone. The other parents and the school staff have all spoken about it and to her about it, but she doesn't care. It's not a rule, it's just a nicety that we extend to one another. People talking on speakerphone loudly while browsing through a store or any place in public. You go to the website you've been to before, you add something to your basket or whatever, you go to checkout, it asks you to sign in, you enter your password, it sends you a confirmation code, you input the code, it all works first time, it says you're logged in, it congratulates and thanks you, and it takes you back to the home page, where your basket is empty again, waiting for a traffic light to turn green, then waiting for the first car in line to notice the change light and get off their phone. When I go to grab a door handle and it's locked, instant rage for a split second. When I grocery shop and people decide to have a powwow family reunion in the entrance of the fucking aisle I need to go through, I have to go to the next aisle and go down and around the other end. Sometimes, even then, they weasel their way to the other entrance side and I'm greeted with that bullshit all over again. Sitting at a stoplight when no one else is going through the intersection. We've been sending rovers to Mars for 20 years, but we still can't program our traffic lights. Slow walkers. Businesses that have 2 glass doors, but keep one of them locked. Some even put up a sign that says, "Use other door." It takes less than 30 seconds to unlock it. When people mix the small and large carts in the cart return at the grocery store, knowing that most items you put for recycling actually go to trash instead of recycling because it either got dirty or some other lame reason. When I go to put something in the trash can and it misses, so I have to bend down, pick it up and try again. People who drive under the speed limit when the road is clear. Or people who speed up when you turn on your blinker to change lanes. People who don't use blinkers. I don't know how to accurately articulate this problem, but if I have a bag strapped around me or on my shoulder, the way it slips and falls down so it's hanging off me when I bend to pick something up destroys me. People who refuse to train their dogs and throw them outside for hours to bark as loud as possible at anything and everything in a crowded neighborhood so that everyone else except for them have to endure it. Coming from a dog owner lover. When you're pouring something and liquid just runs down the side of the container. I'm so sick of showing my ID to buy alcohol. I am so far beyond 21, it's never a question, but now so many places have to do it. I know it's their job or whatever, it's just so fucking annoying when I'm almost 20 years past the drinking age, having to use the bathroom real bad in public, so you find a restroom and sit down, go, only to realize there's no toilet paper left, because someone has inconveniently thrown it around the bathroom. Ya heathens. Then you drip dry, wash your hands and the paper towel dispenser is completely out. People that park in the 2-lane in front of strip malls instead of a parking space. I don't care if your passenger is in a store for something quick. Move out of the way. Long trips, forgotten earphones, loudly crying face, wind. I hate it. I don't care that it's irrational. If it's windy I'm pissed. Removable bra pads.